Yo, yo, yo. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit late. I apologize. Slow morning, man. On that struggle bus. I slept better last night.
We were on a break!
Yes. The break before the start of the breaks, I think, is how that works. What's up, dude? The pre-break to the breaks. You know what I mean? What's up, buddy? Happy Friday, guys. It's Friday, baby. Yeah. It's it's time to start that weekend up. Ooh. Is that a /S should be fun? We being sarcastic there? Or? Oh, small classes word. Good. Yeah, nice. So maybe a nice chill Friday, dude. Awesome. Cool, man. I hope so, brother. I hope so. Yeah, we got some video gaming news coming up to kick our Friday off for April 5th, and then we'll dive into day 11 of Dragon's Dogma 2. Might be able to finish up the Archer Vocation today, and then head our way maybe into the Magic Archer Vocation, see how that feels. And we'll just keep pushing and see what we can figure out. You know, I've got to say, one of the things that I'm a little bit weirded out by, I haven't come across nearly as many quests in this game as I figured I would. It's a little bit different than I expected. And it's different than I usually experience most open world RPGs. Most open world RPGs are just riddled with quests, main quests, side quests, and I keep thinking every day, like, maybe we'll come across some place where we'll find more quests and stuff. It hasn't felt real quest heavy. It doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. It's just different, you know? Hate the all-day ones. Yeah, I can imagine, dude. I can imagine. I bet those get real taxing, Doug. Yeah. But let's go ahead and do what we do, man. Let's dive into video gaming news for today, and then we can play games. Cool. Forgot to bring up my browser this morning because I am just not there. Let's go! Man, I'm struggling. We got this, though. We got this, baby. Parents share warning after son spends $4,000 playing video games. Let me give you a warning, parents. You don't give your kids open access to money so that this kind of thing doesn't happen. You know what I mean? That's your fault. That's not your kid's fault. That's your fault for giving your children free reign and free access to money. What do you expect them to do? Be a responsible adult about what you've given them access to in the world of video? Come on, man. You know, you've got to teach kids as they grow and immerse themselves in this world riddled with monetization of video games. You don't just give them free reign to it. This is a parental issue, you know? Not that there haven't been instances of children that have stolen cards, stolen, you know, money, things like that to get what they want. But quite often when we read about these things, it's because cards were just attached to accounts. They weren't locked down with a password or a PIN. And kids just go nuts. Really? Really? Lara Croft is the most iconic video game character? I don't believe you. Very iconic, yes. Very iconic, no doubt. More iconic than something like Mario? I doubt it. Seriously doubt it. There's a solo leveling game? Brother, I just started watching Solo Leveling. It was recommended in our Discord by Murdoch. It's really good. What is this? It's a mobile game, huh? Weird. Weird. I didn't know there was a solo leveling game. Interesting. All right. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, dude, I'm like about 7 episodes in right now. Got kind of hooked. Got hooked, dude. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, can confirm. I watched a couple of episodes the other night whenever I was working on some stuff, and I was like, this is decent, dude. And then I watched a few more last night, and yeah, solid. It's pretty solid. There's like yeah, all the way around it feels pretty good. Yeah, watching it dubbed. I'm not a real big fan of watching things just, you know, in different languages with subtitles. The problem for me is that I tend to watch subtitles and not the show. So I don't that's one of the I think it's a personal issue, but I have a problem with, and I'll watch shows just subbed sometimes, because there are a lot of really good shows from different regions and stuff, you know, and I think that they appeal more in their native language. But I have an issue with just watching a show if it has just subtitles and it's in a different language, where I have a hard time just looking at the subtitles, not actually watching the show. So I'm not that fond of watching shows that don't have English. Yeah. 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 Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a me thing. That's a me thing. But, yep. Right on. Yeah, I think I mean that's usually the way a lot of these shows go, though, right? There's a lot of really good anime that have been noted to be have like local notable artists or bands, musicians and stuff that have done like the music and stuff for those kinds of anime and everything, right? Interesting. Right on, man. The more you know. That's cool. That's a nice little tidbit, man. Appreciate it. Oh no, you're good, man. It's all good. It's all good. I just gotta keep looking for our articles. That's it. We can keep talking about it. It's all good. The BAFTA Games Awards had Lara Croft voted the most iconic video game character ever. That's kind of weird. I mean, Lara Croft's very iconic, no doubt. But I don't know, more iconic than some other ones. Like, especially like something like Mario? Really? No way, dude. There's no way Lara Croft is a more iconic video game character than Mario. You kidding me? That seems weird. Yeah, I'm not trying to like negate the fact that Lara Croft is absolutely a very iconic video game character, and especially on the front of like representing women too, you know. And that, dude, that might be why she got voted. That might be why she won. Representing the women demographic in video games. And especially, you know, for whenever Lara Croft came about, it was a rarity. You know what I mean? It's just, for reals, super rare to have a mainline protagonist in a video game that was a female. Was not very common. And Lara Croft took the video game world by storm, for sure. So, I mean, that's what we're talking about, is one of the reasons she was so iconic, right? But it's still not more iconic than Mario, dude. Well, you know, we've talked about this too. Not, you know... The first real female video game icon I think of, Metroid. You know what I'm saying? Samus, dude. Right? That's the first one that always pops in my mind. Samus. But I do think that Samus gets overlooked so often for something like Lara Croft because most people thought that Samus originally was a man. Right? Yeah. So anytime I think like the first real, in my mind, the one that sticks out, it's Samus. Followed by Lara Croft, actually. Now, I think Lara Croft probably is, you know, a bit more iconic, personally, I think, you know, than Samus is. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Samus isn't normally portrayed as a, you know, exuding female characteristics, I guess, you know? Always in the suit. And if people don't know the lore behind it, they don't know. Right? Which is why so many people originally did think Samus was a man. Peach, yeah. I mean, Peach is always gonna, you know, be there. And, you know, I had like Super Mario All-Stars, which is where I was playing most of my Super Mario Brothers 2 on Super Nintendo. And Peach was awesome, dude. She could float, you know what I mean? Loved Peach. Peach was great. She had the jump, the floating jump and everything. And she's been a prominent character, I mean, since the beginning of Mario, really. You know what I mean? And playable since, like you say, right there, you know? So I think Peach is always going to be in the conversation, but not, yeah, I agree, not as iconic as something like Lara Croft, right? Because Peach is always kind of side character in the Mario world, if you will. You know, then I mean, she's got her own games and everything, but whereas everything Tomb Raider has always been about Lara Croft. I think that's the big difference, right? Am I getting stun locked? Maybe. I still find it weird. Most iconic video game character to be Lara Croft. I would disagree. I don't see Lara Croft being bigger than Mario. Or more iconic, for that matter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That was always a funny thing to deal with, too. People, you know, originally mixing up like The Legend of Zelda, but the main character is Link. You know, it's like, wait, what? Yeah. Dude, we've only got like 6 days until we're gonna be watch partying Fallout. I'm gonna have to do a test watch party, man. Wait, what? Weird. Interesting. Let me see something real quick. Nice 8-row. What's up, buddy? Yeah, dude. Oh. Hold on. Bro, are you for real? One second, guys. No way. Yo, one second. Chun-Li, yeah. Still not the same, you know, in my opinion, as something up there like even Samus, for that matter. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of iconic female characters for sure, no doubt. Yeah, we could, the list could go on and on and on. Yeah, and you've noted some of those same ones I've been thinking about too. Absolutely. Yo, 8-row. Have a brewski for me too, friendo. I'm gonna have to do some. Dude, they might have taken watch party stuff off of Twitch. Oh, no way. Dog, they just removed it. What? Feels bad. I don't think we're gonna be able to watch party this Fallout show, guys. Twitch removed the ability to do watch parties 3 days ago. 3 days ago, dude. So no more watch parties on Twitch. Yo, Jaeger is expensive. Yeah. Yeah. A Discord watch party. Well, I mean, here's the thing though, dude. I mean, it's something that can happen, but the problem being, the point in me doing a watch party was for us to do it during the stream, right? I can't show it on Twitch. That's the problem. So the way watch parties worked on Twitch, if you don't know, was the only people that could attend were people that had Amazon Prime. So that's what I'm saying, Ferret. I can't stream the show through Discord. I'll get DMCA'd. I'll get copyright. Because it allows anybody to attend. No, absolutely I will. Absolutely I will. It's not a probably. That's the difference. So watch parties were something that gate kept people from being able to access the watch parties unless you also had Amazon Prime linked to your Twitch account, right? It's all Amazon and everything. So if a streamer was doing a watch party, then the only people that could attend were people that also had Amazon Prime, and it made sense because the people that could attend would be able to watch it on their own anyways. But people that didn't have Amazon Prime could come into the channel. They wouldn't see anything. They wouldn't be able to see or watch or anything. Pretend it's a game. But if I'm just streaming it in Discord, and then streaming that means anybody can watch, which means I'm streaming content that Amazon owns for anybody to watch, which means that I'm going to get DMCA by that. Yeah. Well, that's what I started, because what I just noticed was, because I've been telling everybody I need to do like I haven't done a watch party in quite some time. We've been planning on doing this for months now. Hadn't done a watch party in quite some time. And the last time I looked at my buttons for doing the watch party stuff, it was there. And then all of a sudden this morning, it's gone. And I started doing a couple of quick searches. And that's what I just found out was even on their own page, it's like the page that teaches, like tells you how to start a watch party is gone. You can't find it anymore. I was like, oh crap. So that's probably down the drain, dude. Unfortunately, that sucks. That was going to be a lot of fun. So the thing, I mean, it's not that we couldn't watch it in Discord, but I can't stream it, which means that if we were going to watch it in Discord together, it would have to be off stream, right? Which is not really going to be viable for me because I still need to do my streaming content. I'm not going to be able to just sit around all night watching Fallout. Because, dude, I'm getting prepared. Like, that's 2 days before I leave for a week to go on vacation. I got a lot of stuff to get done at that point. So, that sucks, dude. Unfortunate. I'm going to have to announce that. Starting driving lessons next week. Yeah, don't run over people. Good luck. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Oh, brutal. Dang it, man. That sucks, dude. You know, this is, I'm not even all that surprised. Yeah, Ferret's not wrong. Yeah, if you actually want your license, probably make sure you don't hit people. Yeah, yeah. Dang it, dude. I gotta adjust the schedule now. We're gonna have to talk to everybody about this today. What a terrible time to take it away. Could they not have waited another like week and a half? It's like they did it on purpose right before flipping Fallout came out. You know how many people would have been watch partying that? Yo, Reject, what's up, buddy? Yo, nice sword, dude. No kappa. No kappa. What's up, dude? Yo, we're not going to be able to watch Fallout together. It sucks. I'm going to have to tell everybody today. How brutal, dog. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Yeah. So apparently Amazon 3 days ago, really kind of under the radar, took away the platform's ability and streamers' ability to conduct watch parties on Twitch, dude. So we can no longer do a watch party through Twitch. And I know this is like something Ferret already brought up is like, well, we could just watch it in Discord together. Yeah, but the problem being I can't stream that. I can't stream that. So if I was to stream something like that, I would get DMCA'd. I would get copyright strikes and stuff because that's Amazon's owned content. And the way watch parties worked were anybody that had Amazon Prime, right, you could attend. If you didn't have Amazon Prime, you couldn't attend. The people that could attend had Prime, which meant they could have watched it on their own anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I know, dude. I had no idea. 3 days ago, they took it away. They couldn't have waited till like next month. You know, it's like they knew everybody was going to be watch party. Here's the thing. You know how many, we can look at how many people they fired at Twitch over the past 2 years. It's a lot. It's like around 1,000 people over the past year and a half, I think, actually. And now they're like ripping away fun little functions that we had to do with our communities and stuff. It's a bad look, dude. It's a bad look. So, yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't. Now, I mean, here's the thing. If you guys want to, like, I'm not probably going to be able to do this because I've got too much going on at that point. I was planning on spending our stream time through the 11th and part of the 12th and stuff. We were just going to watch Fallout together because I've got a lot going on leading up to the 13th whenever, you know, I'm starting my vacation. So my evenings are booked, dude. I've got a lot of crap going on to get ready to leave. But you guys can absolutely try and, you know, set up like some watch party stuff, you know, stream some stuff together. I've never done it through Discord, to be honest. I'm sure Pinky knows about it. Pinky's, you know, our administrator for the Discord. He knows a lot more about Discord than I do and everything. But if you guys wanted to set something up to watch it together in Discord, I'm sure you could. I just won't be able to attend. I've got too much going on, you know. So it's not like it's something the community couldn't still do together in Discord. So we'll just have to talk about it to see if you guys can figure it out or something. But it does suck. It's not cool, dude. Pisses me off. Flipping Twitch, dude. You know, Amazon's excuse too was like, well, not enough people are using it. What? It's not like it's costing you to have it as an option for people to use it. You know what I mean? It's already implemented. Philly steak and cheese breakfast burrito from Hardee's. Really? That's your go-to, huh? It sounds terrible. It's good? Dude, I'll have to check it out. It sounds atrocious, dude. It does not sound like a breakfast food. It sounds so bad. It sounds like it would rip your guts apart, too. That's funny. I'm so pissed, dude. I wanted to watch this with everybody, dog. God dang it. Dude, you know what my like fast food breakfast food is around here? Here, let me show you if you haven't seen this. Check this out. I should just bring this up. Here. Yeah. Take that. Take that. Put this here because I got to talk about this before we end the news segment today. Check this out, dog. Yeah, boy. This is my jam, dude. Breakfast pizza. Oh, really? A good chicken biscuit? Me too, dog. Yeah, chicken biscuits are where it's at for sure. But this is my my guilty pleasure for like a if I'm not gonna make breakfast or whatever. There's this chain of large chain of convenience stores. They're really nice too. They're really good. Lots of good food and stuff like that. And they got like the coffee, you know, makers in there where if you go in to get coffee, it actually like takes the grounds and makes it right there and everything. Yeah. Dude, me and my buddy Reject, me and my best friend from the military, we used to go to a place close to where we were stationed at back in the day. And we would go hit baseballs in batting cages, and there was a Hardee's right by, or a Carl's Jr. But yeah, same thing now, right? And dude, they had these jalapeno burgers, dog. They had these jalapeno burgers. And we used to go scarf down these jalapeno burgers, dog. They were just smashed with jalapenos. And we would crush these jalapeno burgers and go hit in batting cages close to where we were stationed, man. Yeah, dude. Their breakfast pizza for me is phenomenal, dude. I love it. I think it's so good. Have you had it? You've never get into it? You've tried it though? Dude, I think their breakfast pizza is phenomenal, dude. I love it. I love it. It's so good. Oh, god dang, dude. I'll smash a whole one of these out, dude. Easy. I will smash one of these pizzas, dog. They are so good. So good. In my opinion. Yeah. But chicken biscuits are a classic. Ferret, for sure. Yeah. I love me a chicken biscuit, dude. Yeah, you've had them. Yeah, dude. Yeah. We're not that far from each other, you know. Regionally, we're pretty close. Which I didn't know until here recently, but yeah, they're all over the place, dude. Yeah. I mean, as far as like gas stations go, I feel like Casey's is a pretty nice, pretty good one, dude. They're pretty solid. Their workers are always really nice and everything too. At least the ones that I have. Wait, what? Does Twitch Mobile have the watch with locked phone option? Oh, I don't even know, dude. It's been so long since I've used mobile Twitch. Yeah, I don't even know, brother. I used to use it back in the day before I started streaming. It's annoying to not have it. Yeah. Yeah. So if you mean it like if you're watching a stream, you lock it. So if you touch the screen or whatever, is that what you're talking about? It doesn't mess with it. You can like lock the phone out and you'll still be able to watch and everything. Roblox boss, quote, you can say we are exploiting child labor. Wait, what? Brother, wait, what? Put my phone in my pocket to listen, not sell my kidney, but... yeah, I got you, yeah. Jesus. The thing about, like, if I'm having, like, a chicken biscuit for breakfast, dude, I want some, like, honey on it or some syrup, you know? Or even, dude, this is one of my things. Like, you know what I like to do with, like, breakfast sandwiches? Dude, even if it's just, like a sausage biscuit or something, put some jelly on it. You guys ever do that? Just get some nice, like, grape jelly or strawberry jelly and smash it on that bad boy. You ever tried that? With, like, a breakfast sandwich? It works. It's really good. People be like, oh, weird. But if you think about it... Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Buc-ee's is huge where I used to live, dude. Buc-ee's is massive. Yeah. No beer on sale. Shenanigans, dude. Don't they know it's Friday, 8-row? What the crap? Yeah, Buc-ee's is flipping huge. You want to talk about the biggest flipping convenience store I've ever seen in my life. So we used to live down in Texas, man. And that's not where I'm from, but we lived down there for a number of years. And they're everywhere, dude. Buc-ee's are everywhere. And they are massive. I'm talking like huge. It's insane. And they were cool. It's a bit much for me, though. Casey's are cool. They're a little bit more low-key, you know? Oh, brother, yeah. I've been to some big ones in Texas, dog. Big ones. Like, just kind of mind-blowing, you know? On some of the main highways and stuff, or a lot of the main highways down in Texas, you'll see Buc-ee's every once in a while, and they're like the size of flipping Walmarts, dog. They're flipping huge. They're massive. It's crazy. Let's get back to this jelly conversation, though. You guys ever eaten jelly on a breakfast sandwich? In my opinion, it needs to have, like, meat on it, though. It needs to have, like a chicken biscuit. It needs to be a sausage biscuit, something like that. Yeah, this is what we were talking about this morning. So the BAFTA vote came in. Then they're saying the most iconic video game character in the history of video games is Lara Croft. And I was going, there's no way. There's no way. Jungle Gyms, huh? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Interesting. Huh. Wild. Yeah, we were talking about this. Let's pull this up. We'll talk about this a little bit this morning. Apparently Pikachu isn't top 5. And how is Mario not number 1? The only thing I could figure is they were trying to incorporate some kind of female demographic as the number 1 vote. I don't know how Lara Croft made it number 1. Very iconic, no doubt. But bigger than Mario? No flipping way. More iconic than Mario? No. Yeah, reject. So this is what I chalk it up to. Have you ever eaten like just a plate of breakfast food and you've had like maybe a stack of pancakes or waffles and you got some like sausage or bacon on the side? If you are a meat eater and some of that syrup gets on to the meat, you know what I mean? So you're eating your sausage and it got a little bit of that syrup on it, you know? That's what it's like. But on a biscuit, yeah? Yeah, or the honey. The honey works, you know? Just a little bit of that sweetness on there, dude, really works with like the savory. I feel like it's something that works really nice for like a breakfast thing, you know? Yeah, we need to talk. This is weird, dude. This is weird. Looks like Headbangers Rhythm Royale Season 3 is out now. This game's got moderate reviews. Yeah, there's new ones coming out, though, by the way. There's new ones. There are new Tomb Raider games and a show, apparently, coming down the pipeline. If you guys don't recall, also with Tomb Raider stuff, so it was like the end of 2022. It was Embracer. Bleh, Embracer bought out all the Tomb Raider stuff out from underneath Square Enix. So Embracer got all of Square Enix's North American development studios. I think all of them were in Canada, actually. And they got the Tomb Raider IP, Thief, Deus Ex, and there might have been one other IP in there. Might have been just like Marvel's Avengers or something, which is done now. But they got all of those IPs for and those development studios for only like $300 million. It was kind of crazy. Now, $300 million is a lot of money to everybody, you know, but in the business world of video games, that's a lot of iconic franchises, and there's development studios in there and stuff. For $300 million, that was kind of impressive to grab that from Square Enix like that. And then 6 months later, at the beginning of last year, they Embracer turned around and sold the I think they sold the entire licensing rights for Tomb Raider to Amazon for $600 million. So they doubled their investment just by selling off Tomb Raider. But I don't know exactly what the licensing rights stated because they already had games in development and stuff. I think Amazon is making, you know, obviously they're the ones that bought the licensing, so I'm guessing they're the ones making, you know, the new Tomb Raider show and everything. But, you know, there's a lot of Tomb Raider stuff coming down the pipeline, modern Tomb Raider stuff. Interesting. If the fan-made modded rebuild of Friday the 13th, the game will announce the release date in mid-April. That's cool. Nice, dude. Video game preservation, baby. Reject. Reject and I were talking a little bit last night on Discord. And I couldn't help myself. I sent him because, you know, we were having that conversation about The Witcher 3 yesterday, and I was, you know, I was giving my pros and cons of the game, but I know that I come off as like bagging on that game a lot. But I can't. I found a GIF. What's the other character in that GIF's name? It was like Rocher or whatever. But it's Geralt and Rocher or whatever. And they were like slapping five. You know, it was so perfect, dude. I was like, Reject will appreciate this. Yeah. Is that how you pronounced his last name? Was it Roche or was it Roche or Rocher? I can't remember. I was pretty sure that's how his last name was spelled, but I couldn't remember how it was pronounced. Roche? Was that what it was? Roche? Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, he was a good character. Dude, that again, I think CDPR is just phenomenal with their content, the characters, and like, dude, Dykstra was one. I loved Dykstra, dude. Oh no, I haven't gotten to watch it yet, dude. By the time I saw that last night, I was already kind of settling in and trying to get ready for night. You know what I mean? But I will try to check it out. Yeah. Oh yeah, we covered that, Ferret. Yep. Yeah. So here's the deal with the Knights of the Old Republic remake right now. So funny enough, you brought that up with Saber and Embracer here. I'm not going to dive into this. Saber has been, or is being sold out from underneath Embracer. Saber is the company, the subsidiary of Embracer that had been tagged with the Coda remake, right? So, after Aspire botched it, after Aspire botched the initial early goings of the Knights of the Old Republic remake, it got handed off to Saber, which is another of Embracer's subsidiaries, right? Well, what has happened recently is Embracer is selling Saber to some private investors. And so Saber's getting out from underneath Embracer. Now, one of the agreements here with this selling of Saber is that Saber gets to maintain the rights of Knights of the Old Republic with a caveat. The caveat being that Embracer still gets equal rights to the game as well. Basically meaning that Saber's still making it. They won't be under Embracer anymore. But whatever they do with Knights of the Old Republic remake, finishing it up, releasing it and everything, Embracer's still going to make money off of it. Their name is still going to be attached to the project. Even though Saber's going to be finishing the project, not as a part of Embracer anymore. So that's kind of what has come about with that whole situation. It's real weird. But that is what it is. That's what we've gotten out of it so far. But yeah, we hit on that a couple weeks ago, dude. Yeah, appreciate it. And apparently it's no longer tied to PlayStation. We'll pull that up. Funny enough, we're already talking about it, so let's just go ahead and pull that up. We hadn't had any note to that because this was something that was tied to PlayStation originally too. So let's see what happened here with this. Yeah, I'm so glad Grounded's hitting PS5. Everybody needs to be able to play Grounded. Grounded's a great game. Shakeups at Square Enix see Dragon Quest's long-standing top producer step down. I can't believe that they took away watch parties right now, dude. How stupid. Amazon, dude. I wanted to watch this so bad with everybody too, dude. I was like, this is going to be cool. We're going to be able to just hang out all day. Dude, I was already planning on getting like a bunch of junk food to sit here and eat with you guys, dude. I was gonna get like burgers and pizza and all kinds of stuff. I was just gonna make you guys like freak out about how much food I was eating. Like, you're making me hungry. Nice 8-row. Doubling up, baby. No way. Oh no, Ferret, dude. And there's Pinky Dog. What's up, bro? What's up, Pinky? Oh, there it is. Doubling up again. Dude, it's a mixed bag today, isn't it? The Pink Devil is here. Bro, Pinky. No lie, dude. So Dude, I was really tired yesterday, and I took a quick nap yesterday after the stream, man, because I was just crushed. I didn't sleep well the night before last, and after the stream, I was really tired, so I took a quick nap. Dude, I had a dream that we were, like, playing a game together on stream, and we had, like, a huge fight, dude. And I woke up tripping a little bit, dude. I was like, oh, no. I was like, what happened? I was, like, kind of upset, dude. I was kind of upset. And then I realized, I was like, oh, it was a dream, dude. It was wild, dog. I don't even remember what it was about, but dude, we were pissed off at each other in this dream, dude. Streaming some game together. It was weird. The Crush House is a wacky reality TV simulator with a dark secret. Interesting. You just don't listen. It was probably because I couldn't parkour well enough or something, you know? Amazon announcing 12 free Prime gaming games for April. We'll see what those are. I knew it was gonna come up, bro. I knew it was gonna come up. Bro, I was just waiting. I was gonna see who was gonna bring it up first, dude. The doll's never gonna go away. Oh, dude. That's funny, man. Federal Trade Commission temporarily denies ESRB application for face scan tech. Good. Good. Yeah, this is weird. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this whole, like, let us scan your face so we can tell how old you are and see if you're able to play these games or whatever. It's like, bro, get wrecked. You know? That's not your job. Your job is to rate stuff. You just stick to, you know, stay in your lane, yo. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. Yeah, okay. Your job is to just put ratings out for, well, you know, who should be able to access this content. It's not your job to restrict people, okay? Yeah. Oh, bro. Yeah, yeah. Stay in your lane. Yeah, we've talked about this before. We knew that FTC, or that the ESRB was trying to implement this stuff. This is bad. This is bad. In my opinion, this doesn't need to be done like this. ESRB needs to just stay in their lane, stick to rating rating products, and quit trying to overreach, dude, for sure. Yeah, buddy, no worries. Yo, yeah, Epic Store stuff, guys. So don't forget, you can get Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. Amazing game by Obsidian, and then Thief also. Both of these games are free right now on Epic, and then 1 week from yesterday, so about 6 days from now, you'll be able to get Ghost Runner as the next free title. But all of these are bangers. You should be grabbing these right now, and then being prepared to grab Ghost Runner next week, okay? Do not forget, giving away some great games right now. Let's pull this up. We'll look at this. Have to download Epic, never used it. Yeah, so I understand why people are hesitant, okay? If you're a PC gamer and you haven't used Epic, I understand why you're hesitant about it. But, you know, one of the reasons that I do feel like PC is a better side of gaming right now, and has been for a little bit now, as in opposition to like console gaming, is because there is a better quality of life. There are some really good benefits to it, and I think that one of the things you'll find on the PC side specifically is you get access to a lot more free content, you know, than you will on the console side of gaming. And Epic does a lot of this. Epic gives away a lot of content. And it literally costs nothing. Like, yeah, that's okay, though. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, Pinky, no worries, buddy. Yeah, happy Friday, dude. Hopefully we'll see you in a little bit. So this is what I'll say, dude. I paid for like 2 or 3 of these titles on their platform, right? And you can see I have, does it tell me down here at the bottom? I have 312 games, dog. I have 312 games on Epic. And you can see, I mean, I'm not talking about just like weird, obscure games that are unknown, right? Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Borderlands games, you know what I mean? Grand Theft Auto 5, the, Ark Survival. There's Killing Floor games. There's, Jesus, dude. Let's see what else we got that's notable here. Remnant, Enter the Gungeon, Hitman, the Shadowrun games, Into the Breach, Watch Dogs 2, Layers of Fear stuff. I mean, dude, Tyranny, The Long Dark, Darkest Dungeon, just ones that stand out right now. You know what I mean? There are a lot of really good ones, dude. Hand of Fate. There's just a ton, dude. There's a ton. They've given away, Guardians of the Galaxy. An amazing amount of dude, all the flipping more recent Tomb Raider games, right? It's a lot. A lot of stuff they give away all the time. All the time. Just like really notable titles, man. And XCOM 2, you name it. I mean, dude, we could sit here and go through this list of over 300 games, but it would take a while, right? So I think the point I'm trying to get at here is like, still don't like Epic UE5 user, by the way. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, 8-row, no worries, dude. I understand it. Nobody's a big fan of having libraries across multiple platforms and everything. That's been something that's been quite off-putting for many of us as gamers, right? I'll tell you that, Epic as a platform has a long ways to go to try and match up to the quality of life that a platform like Steam gives us as PC gamers. It does seem like they're trying to work their way to it, but I'm also not a big fan of like Tim Sweeney, the person behind Epic, and some of the things that he's done, personally. But you can't argue with the free content, And I mean, you're talking about significant, high-quality content. So even if it's the thing that I promote to people is, even if you're not interested in playing the games now, taking a minute or two each week to just grab the games they're giving away, you'll end up with a pretty significant library of games eventually, like I have. I've been grabbing the games for the past couple of years. I've got over 300 games now. Very, very notable titles, too. And there's no reason not to grab it, in my opinion. You set up an account. It's free. You log in there. You can do it on their website. You can get the desktop app. It doesn't matter. You spend 2 minutes. You get in there. You grab your free games each week. It's just free content. And it's good content, right? Yeah, I know, Pinky. I agree. That's why I'm saying, there's a long ways for Epic to go to try and match up with something like Steam. I really do believe that. But I mean, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. Like there's a lot of good free content that people should be taking advantage of. Right? A lot of great free games being given away. I don't know. I can argue about pretty much anything. I find it a hard thing to argue about free software, especially in the world we live in, where everything seems to be just getting more and more and more expensive, with gaming. But I mean, it's really up to each individual person to take advantage of it. If you know what I mean. If you are a PC gamer, all I can do is recommend it. I think it's a great opportunity to build a substantial library of great quality games at a price of absolutely nothing, and I don't see a negative to that at all, really. So I don't know. Can't make anybody do it, but I think it's a great opportunity. I do, and I don't know. It's one of those things where, again, I grab all the titles because I never know when I'm going to. I'll tell you, for example, whenever Scaretober rolls around, I'll quite often be like looking to see if I have any games that I'm interested in playing that I had forgotten I have in my library and stuff, and it's just wild going back through and looking at all the games I have on Epic. The amount of quality and stuff too. Well, that's obviously getting played, but I already have that on Steam. That's not what I'm talking about. And you know that. So, I always need to find a few obscure games to just grab in case we need like a day or two of filler stuff, you know, for like Scaretober months and everything. And quite often, you know, throughout the year, I've grabbed a couple of titles that fill that need, and I don't know. I think it's a great opportunity. A lot of great games, and even if you're not a fan of the platform, I do think it's very hard to argue with the fact that they just give you free games, personally. Oh, Fallout 76, yay. Prime gaming game. Appropriate timing for that one, seeing as how the Fallout TV show is coming out. I'm so pissed that we're not going to be able to watch that now. That sucks. It's a weird game, weird day for the news. New Game Pass game has nearly perfect user reviews. We'll see what this is. We talked about this yesterday. That's pretty cool. Hellblade 2 is also only 30 frames. Are we regressing in gaming? It feels weird. Yeah, we saw this yesterday too. Oh, shut up, dude. Is this really what they're saying? Bro. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 only runs at 30 frames per second on Xbox Series X and S to make the game feel cinematic. I don't think that's the right word they were looking for there. I think the right word was stuttery. Bro. I mean, if I needed any more proof from Ninja Theory that they're trying to make movies and not video games, this is it. You know? I think this is also a scapegoat for them. Going, you know, they probably didn't make the game in a way it's not optimized well enough to run on consoles higher than 30 frames. So they're probably going, oh, well, you know, we want it to be cinematic. That's the way this feels. Not that this is the only company that's done this of late. You know, we saw like Gotham Knights, you know. Dude, well, I think Hogwarts Legacy was 30 frames. Dragon's Dogma 2's 30 frames. It's not like it's something we're not seeing constantly in the console world. It's weird, but it's constantly happening. But it is weird for them to go, well, we want it to feel cinematic. They need to go start, you know, I don't know. I don't see this. This is not a video game, dude. They need to go make movies or something. This is weird. I don't like it. Okay, it looks like the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Platinum Trophy bug is going to be fixed in the next update. So apparently there was, you know, an update that pushed out, I think, and it was like preventing anybody that owned the digital version of the game from 100%ing the game. There was a Platinum Trophy that got bugged out that you couldn't complete, but apparently they're fixing it. So let's stick with this, dude. Let's dive into these articles. Roblox boss. You can say we are exploiting child labor. Interesting. Or you can say we are offering people anywhere in the world the capability to get a job. Oh, Jesus. I mean, bro, is it okay for this quote?
Hey, shut your pie hole, buddy.
Thanks, dude. Okay, so imagine this quote. So this quote is coming from Roblox's boss. Imagine this quote coming from like a child labor, like clothing shop somewhere or whatever, right? I'm gonna save that quote. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, this is just because you're in the video gaming industry doesn't make this okay. Like, come on, dog. You know what I mean? You can't. That's not how this works, dude. Who are you, man? What is this? That's not how this works. You know? What the crap? Roblox is known for the opportunities it provides for creators. They can not only make games there, but also monetize them. Another thing it's famous for is its young audience. Children love this game. Its tools allow them to sell their creations for in-game currency, Robux. The studio then takes a portion of that money for itself. Due to this, Roblox has been accused of exploiting child labor. In 2021, for example, People Make Games conducted an investigation about its practices, and then the company was sued over allegations that it is, quote, exploiting child labor and offering children nearly worthless digital currency for their labor. Roblox studio head Stefano Carrazza is aware of the issue, of course, and has his own vision. You can say, okay, we are exploiting, you know, child labor, right? Or you can say, we're offering people anywhere in the world the capability to get a job, even like an income, you know, even children. So I can be like 15 years old in Indonesia, living in a slum, and then now with just a laptop, I can create something, make money, and then sustain my life. There are different ways to look at this, though, right? Yo, Peepo Riot, let's go. Peepo Riot, Weird Camp. Get weird camped, dude. Carrazza might admit it out loud, but he actually doesn't believe young creators think they're taken advantage of at all. For them, you know, hearing from their experience, they didn't feel like they were exploited. They felt like, oh my gosh, this was the biggest gift. All of a sudden, I could create something. I had millions of users. I made so much money. I could retire. So I focused more on the amount of money that we distribute every year to creators, which is now getting close to like $1 billion, which is phenomenal. You might be right, but children don't think they're exploited, so it's fine is a wild take. Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. This isn't any different than like and let's be fair, most of the people on Roblox, creators and everything, aren't making substantial amounts of money either. You know, most of them are grinding pretty hard to try and see if they can make anything, right? It's morphin' time, baby. Yeah, they're definitely reaching with that explanation. Yeah, for sure, Reject. Yeah. Ransom mode. Nice, dude. So, you know, children are children because they don't have a great perception of worldview yet. They're not mature enough. Their cognitive development is not on a mature enough level to understand, you know, how they might be, you know, being taken advantage of. That's why they need to be protected and things like that. And it's, you know, it's weird to see a quote like this. Children don't think they're exploited, so it's fine. Yeah, like, come on, man. I don't know. This is kind of weird. Then again, it is a great opportunity for kids to earn their own money. The issue people have with Roblox's practices is not income, but the cut it takes for work it doesn't do. Common sight in the adult world, but I can see why some parents see it as an exploitation. I can't deny this labor brings valuable fruit for children, aside from getting used to adult customs. See, this is my thing. Roblox is traditionally very, very bad at keeping children away from adult situations, adult content. I do think it's a good place for kids to learn about this kind of, you know, stuff, like this industry, video games and stuff like that, right? Which is what he's talking about here. Yeah, and they are saying the vast majority of people that are earning money on Roblox are over the age of 18. Earning money is different than the amount of people trying to earn money, though, right? So it's not all that different than any kind of other content creator kind of platform. Yeah. So the amount of people that are actually making a decent amount of money or money at all, any kind of income, is going to be different than, you know, the amount of people that are actually creating content on the platform too. So that doesn't mean there aren't a ton of kids on there trying to make it. They're just not successful yet. The company did pay out $741 million to content creators in 2023. Yeah, it's you know, that's a tough area to address. There's good and bad in it for sure. So a lot of gray area. It's a tough one. Yeah, I'm always going to be on the side of protecting children, you know, to the greatest extent possible. I think that opportunities for people in general are great. I do think it's a great learning opportunity, but I do think there's the potential for children to be taken advantage of as well, which is unacceptable, and it just needs to be very careful here and protect the youth. You know, that's the big thing. This is weird, dude. So BAFTA, and when we initially saw this morning, Ferret and I were going, really? So this was an article I found that felt like the best one to dive into, but apparently fans voted for the most iconic video game character of all time, and it ended up being Lara Croft. No way, dude. Magikarp. Magikarp is the GOAT. Magikarp GOAT, dude. For sure. But I mean, and that's what I said right away. I was like, there's no way that, you know, Lara Croft is more iconic than Mario is. And I immediately kind of Squirtle for the win. Yeah. I immediately was like, you know, this seems a bit skewed in a way that it seems like they were trying to promote a female character. I'm not saying that Lara Croft is not iconic, for sure. To be fair, the first iconic female character that comes to mind for me, and I was talking with Ferret about this Ferret earlier, is Samus. Samus is the first real iconic female video game character for me. Samus is. But I do think that Lara Croft is more iconic than a character like Samus, because Samus isn't always portrayed with female characteristics. Lara Croft always has been. And so, but still, More iconic than somebody like Mario? There's no flipping way. Mario in second place and Pikachu in 12th place for this voting. BAFTA recently hosted a poll asking netizens to vote for the most iconic video game character of all time. Believe it or not, the results will shock you to the core. Making headlines with a surprising yet interesting list of characters, the outlet officially crowned Lara Croft of Tomb Raider as the most iconic video game character according to over 4,000 players. That's not a huge data set there. I wonder if they prevented bloat voting and stuff too in any way. As Lara Croft topped the list of 20 most iconic video game characters, Mario surprisingly got pushed down to second place. Even the protagonist of the God of War series, Kratos, made a shocking appearance in 9th. But while these particular polls stunned fans, Pikachu's appearance in 12th position simply baffled people. In celebration of the 20th BAFTA Games Awards, the Academy asked over 4,000 players to offer their insight and vote to determine the most iconic video game character of all time. Considering the popularity of Pikachu, Mario, and even Pac-Man, people might believe that either of these few characters will top the list of the 20 most iconic characters of all time, but you will be stunned to know that Tomb Raider's Lara Croft dominated the competition. No! I don't know that I would agree with that one, Reject, but I respect that opinion, you know. Everybody's going to have a bit of a different idea of what, you know, video game characters are iconic. But I do think that there's going to be generally an idea of, you know, some specific ones that are at the top of the list, you know. I mean, Lara Croft, dude, has been around forever, ever, and is super iconic. No doubt about it. I was thinking the same thing, Reject. Solid Snake up there. There's a lot. Pac-Man, Sonic, Mario, you know, there's a lot of them. Mega Man. Dude, there's a ton. There's a ton of them, you know. There's a ton of iconic characters. For sure. And I've got to be honest. I mean, my immediate thought was there's no way Lara Croft is above Mario. There's no way Lara Croft is above Sonic. Those were some of my immediate thoughts, you know. Even the ball and pong. Lara's a great character, dude. She's been a huge part of gaming since PS1 days, you know? I mean, no doubt about it. And has been, I mean, you know, you're talking about it too, and I think one of the things that makes Lara Croft so iconic, right? And one of the things that makes Lara Croft so iconic is she was one of the first real primary lead female, you know, characters in gaming. She really kind of was a trailblazer in that fashion, led the way for a female demographic to be portrayed as somebody that could be, females that could be a lead role in a video game in a lot of ways, you know? So there's definitely a reason why Lara is also you know, iconic in her own right for different reasons. Because at the time, you remember, you know, PS1 days, Lara Croft, right? I mean, you're talking about where the stereotypical, you know, lead role in video games was like a mid-20s to early 30s white dude with like blonde hair and blue eyes, you know? I mean, that was just always what it was, you know? Duke Nukem is exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So, she's definitely iconic. But is she more iconic than Mario? No. More iconic than Sonic? No. No. No way. You know, this feels really weird. No, we're not going to wage war or anything because Lara Croft is indeed iconic. Debuting back in '96 as per Nintendo Life, the character quickly became recognizable and even got hailed as one of the most badass game characters. She later made her way into movies, comics, and even novels. So we would say that Lara Croft surely deserves top shelf. But at the same time, what has us questioning is the other entries on the list. Considering the popularity of Pikachu, surely don't think the character belongs on the 12th position. not just us, even people appear baffled by the votes. Taking to Twitter after discussing film, shared BAFTA's list online. Fans went straight to the comment section to throw punches at the anonymous voting. No way Pikachu isn't top 5. Top grossing franchise of all time. Invalidated. Lara Croft is not more iconic than Mario. Exactly my initial impression as well. There's no way. There's just no way. Yeah, Lara Croft beating out Mario. No way. Pikachu in 12th. Yeah, this is irrelevant. Agreed. Agent 47 over Sonic. This whole list is blasphemy. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a good way to represent this, right? You know, people that aren't even in the gaming world, right? People that aren't even in the gaming realm, they don't even play games, never have or whatever. I think even my grandparents know who Mario and Princess Peach are, right? But would your grandparents know who Lara Croft is? I think that's a good representation. Would your grandparents probably know who Pikachu is, but they probably don't know who Lara Croft is, right? I think that's a pretty good example of how you can, you know, right, exactly, yeah. You know, kind of also gauge about how, you know, weird this list is, right? Yeah, really weird, dude. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great way to state it. Yeah, reject. Yeah, this is really weird. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the first articles we saw coming up this morning, and Ferret and I initially were just like, dude, what? Weird. Lara Croft's great character, and iconic in her own right, but more iconic than a lot of these other characters that she beat out? No way, absolutely not. Full list? I don't know, dude. I didn't see a link for it. That's what I was wondering too. We can try to pull it up. That's what I thought they were gonna have a list in here, but it doesn't look like it. So let me see if I can pull it up. Here's the here it is. This is how the list went. Lara Croft, Mario, Agent 47 from Hitman is number 3. What? Over Sonic? Over Pikachu? Over Pac-Man? Over Link? Kratos? Dude, no way! Dude, it has to be a troll. Yeah. Agent 47 wouldn't be in like the top flipping... It wouldn't even be on this list, dog. I'm sorry. Sackboy, Pac-Man 6, Sackboy above Pac-Man, Link at 7, Master Chief at 8, Kratos at 9, Shadowheart. Sackboy is from the Little Big Planet games. Yeah. But Sackboy definitely isn't up here. There's no way. There's no way Sackboy's above Pac-Man, Link, Master Chief, Kratos, all that. There's no way. Yeah. I know who Sackboy is. Yeah. Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3? That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. I don't know that she's been in any other, but one game? What? Arthur Morgan, Pikachu, Steve from Minecraft, Solid Snake, there you go. Crash, Cloud, Asterion from Baldur's Gate 3 as well? What is this? Look, these characters are great, but they're not iconic yet. They're just not. In all of video gaming history, you get wrecked, dude. And then rounding out the top 20 is Kazuma from the Yakuza series, Ellie Williams from The Last of Us, and Nathan Drake. Bro, this is a weird-ass list. BAFTA needs to get their crap together. Exactly, dude. I mean, if you're going off the full release of the game, they're not a year old, dog. If you're going off the full release of the game, Baldur's Gate 3, those characters haven't even been out a year yet. Baldur's Gate 3? Did it release in March? I thought it released later than that. Maybe I was thinking of the PlayStation release. Might have been just at a year then. PC, it was March, yeah. Because PlayStation was what, like August? Something like that? Yeah, it's like right at a year then. Yeah. Thanks, Reject. Yeah. So, yeah, these characters are like a year old, dude. This is the weirdest, dude. The weirdest. Jesus. BAFTA needs to get their crap together, dude. This is what I would say. That right there should tell you not to put stock in any BAFTA awards. You know? Jesus. That's brutal. Alright, moving on. Fan-made Friday the 13th Resurrected is getting a release date soon. The fan-made modded rebuild of Friday the 13th, the game will announce its release date in mid-April. So Friday the 13th, the game servers will be shutting down later this year after the game was delisted this past December. The multiplayer slasher game coming to an end after being plagued with legal issues since its 2017 release. Thanks to a fan-made modding project, the passionate following behind the game won't have to lose it completely, as the game is unofficially being risen from the dead in Friday the 13th Resurrected. Not only will F13 Resurrected allow the game to continue to be played on PC upon launch, the team behind the development also intends to make additional content, as was always intended by Gun Interactive. The team behind the free-to-play modded build F13 Resurrected have shared on Twitter that a release date for the game will be announced on Monday, April 15th. The team have also shared that F13 Resurrected will introduce exclusive content such as characters and skins recognizable to Friday the 13th franchise fans, including from Jason X, the 2009 remake, and fan films. The team behind the game has also been answering questions ahead of the release, including that players won't have to have previously owned Friday the 13th, the game, in order to play this build. As mentioned, the initial release will only be for PC, but the team has also confirmed they're looking into options for console as well. Additional highlights from their responses include that they'll be hosting their own servers, there will be continuous patches post-launch, and that all base game content is included, as well as content that didn't make it into the base game's release. Farewell to Friday the 13th, the game. Despite its passionate fan base and support, Friday the 13th, the game has been facing legal battles since launch due to disputes over the ownership of the iconic slasher franchise. Gun Interactive, the developer, had to halt the production of additional content for the game in 2019, ultimately pulling the plug on additional content for the game altogether in 2021. Yeah, so Gun Media moved on to doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, with letting Friday the 13th go because of all the issues. So, interesting. kind of wild. This is a great thing for preserving video gaming history, you know. So many games run into these kinds of issues. They get dropped. They get taken offline. People can't access them anymore. And, you know, the community of just passionate gamers and everything out there, modders and stuff like that, do a fantastic job of really picking up the torch and making sure that we're able to enjoy these games where the developers drop the ball, they don't care anymore, or they're forced in some instances like this to not be able to work on these projects anymore, you know. Oh, you got a reject, you good? Yeah. So here's the we talked about this a little bit earlier. For everybody that is not in the know, Knights of the Old Republic remake is being finished by Saber Interactive. Saber Interactive is being sold out from underneath Embracer at this point to some private investors. The weird thing about it is that while Saber is retaining the rights to finish Knights of the Old Republic, Embracer is still going to have their name attached to it as well. So what we didn't know, and we're just finding out now apparently, is that PlayStation is no longer going to be associated with the Knights of the Old Republic remake. There's a lot been happening on this front. Let's see what we can take away from this. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic
now
remake
that we're
no
friends
longer tied
again,
to PlayStation.
Is it okay if I pet you?
Thanks, dude.
Sayak just resubscribed for 29 months. Come on TTs, work. You know I love TTs. Who doesn't love TTs? TTs don't let me down. Never gonna let TTs down. TT gonna run around and desert you. TTs.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Yo, perfect, dog. Thanks, Psych. Jesus Christ. 29 months. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that was a great TTs. I like that, TTs. You're very good with the TTs. God dang, bro. That was nice. I'm glad it worked. Yeah. Phenomenal, dude. I love it. I love it. Thanks, buddy. What up, Psych? Happy Friday, dude. 29 months, dude. Incredible. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Awesome, dude. So, back to this one. What are you up to today? What you got planned for the weekend, buddy? Reputable video game insider has claimed that the forthcoming remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is no longer tied directly to PlayStation. Upon its announcement back in 2021, drinking, let's go, dude. Yeah. Going for another one of those killer hangovers, dude. Warm weather ahead. Nice. Yeah. It was revealed that Sony Interactive Entertainment would be serving as the co-publisher of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake alongside Lucasfilms. As a result, the game was going to be console exclusive for PS5 for a limited period of time. Now, after a tumultuous development cycle of nearly 3 years, PlayStation is said to no longer be handling the project at all. Word of this update with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake comes via reporter Jeff Grubb, who has had numerous accurate scoops in the past. In a message shared on Twitter, Grubb said that he believes PlayStation wants nothing to do with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake at this point in time. As a result, Grubb explained that this is why he previously believed the project was outright canceled, although developer Saber has since clarified that this isn't true. Yeah. My understanding is that Sony wants nothing to do with it anymore, which is why I thought it was dead. Obviously, though, Saber still seems very determined, and I have a lot of trust in Saber. Yeah. If PlayStation is truly no longer an active partner on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, it suggests the title could no longer be a timed console exclusive to PS5. Specifics surrounding this exclusivity window were never publicly divulged. It was known that a release on Xbox in the future was likely to transpire. Seems as though an Xbox iteration of Coda Remake could be coming about the moment the game releases, which is something that would surely please those on Microsoft's platform. No timetable for the release right now of the remake. Yeah. it's been a tumultuous development. A game hasn't been shown publicly in nearly 3 years because after the initial show of what was being developed, basically everybody at the top of the development teams in working on this game from Aspire got sacked. They all got fired. And that's when the game got handed over to Saber, which is another subsidiary that was under Embracer. But again, they're being sold now to some private investors. They're retaining the rights to finish the game up. It's a weird situation. But apparently PlayStation no longer is having anything to do with this, which is also interesting. I think you have to be concerned still. You know, PlayStation doesn't want anything to do with it. PlayStation doesn't want their name associated with this. PlayStation's really good with their games that they're comfortable being first party or even exclusives, and they don't want anything to do with this. It's interesting. I might get drunk like that. Hope not, though. But I'm in the mood for some. Let's go, dude. Yeah, you do you, buddy. Live that best life, dog. This is what I've said. Like in regards to what I've said before, I've had people, we've discussed remakes to an extent, right? There's an appropriate time frame for remakes being needed, I think, right? And then there's an inappropriate time. Like sometimes remakes are happening and they feel much too soon, and like The Last of Us crap, right? Like what? Why? It's like 3 years old or whatever, right? There's also the issue of some people going, you should never touch this game, you should never remake this game, and I don't necessarily agree with that notion. You take a game like the Ocarina of Time, right? And I think it's inevitable that game will get remade. But there's going to be a lot of people, and their initial reaction to that is going to be, how dare you? How dare you remake that game? But I think people need to take a step back that have that initial thought and go, it's actually, I think, a good thing. I don't think that anybody should be looking at it as they're trying to make something that's going to overtake the original. But when you take a look at where we're at, how long has it been since Ocarina of Time? And I'm just using this as an example, right? For a game that is so iconic, that hasn't really, been remade modernly for, what we see so many other games doing. I think that there's a younger generation of gamers that never experienced that game that absolutely deserve to. Even if it's not in its original state, the core of what's there, as long as it's remade, and I'm sure Nintendo would do it right, remade with the core essence of what the game always was, obviously it would be modern, and it would bring that experience to a lot of modern gamers that probably would never experience that game otherwise. And I think that's a good thing, Again, I don't think it's a means to replace these iconic games that have been so fantastic and defining for video games as a whole as we've moved through the history of gaming. But I do think it's something that is appropriate to bring those experiences into modern gaming, because technology's evolved so much, gaming's evolved so much. I think it's appropriate, but I don't think you're wrong, Ferret, in a lot of fronts, right? I think that there is an issue of, and I've talked about this a lot, when you see a company be very, very quick to remake a game, I've been pretty outspoken about Naughty Dog doing this kind of stuff. I think that it makes them look scared, and it makes them look like their creative flow has dried up, like they can't come up with anything new, and they're scared to do anything new. And so what they do is they just go, well, let's just remake everything, and it's not even close to time to be doing a remake. It's really weird to see games that are like 3 to 4 years old getting a remake, and it's like, why? When we've got games that are 15 to 20 years old that deserved a remake a long time ago that you know, aren't getting that. And but they'll re-release them, right? Rockstar with RDR 1. Yeah. You got Rockstar will re-release RDR 1, which was what, 13 years old now, something like that, I think, and won't touch it. They didn't improve the resolution. They didn't. I think they finally did some stuff like that for the PlayStation release, but they ported that game over to like Switch and PlayStation and charged everybody $50 for it, and didn't do anything to it. No frame increase, no FPS increase. The resolution was the same. It was just a port. It was like, you got to be kidding me. That game should have been remade. At the very least, remastered, you know. So there's an issue in the industry, I think, for sure. Yeah, I know. Where is Soup? Soup's been I think he's been busy the past couple of days. Yeah. He'll probably show up at some point. He showed up yesterday too. But you're not wrong, dude. Yeah. I think that, you know, here's the other thing with something as iconic as maybe say with the example that I was giving before, Ocarina of Time, or something as flippin' iconic as Knights of the Old Republic. Look, most people consider Knights of the Old Republic to be the GOAT of Star Wars games, and it's an incredible experience. If anybody out there has never played the original Knights of the Old Republic, I can't recommend enough. It's gonna show its age, but it is a phenomenal RPG. It is iconic for a reason. And there's a reason so many people consider it to be the greatest Star Wars game of all time, right? The thing about remaking games as well is you better do it right. If you take on the project of remaking an iconic game like Coder, like Knights of the Old Republic, and you botch it, you better get ready for the backlash. Because you're going to get throttled. You are going to get cooked. You know what I mean? Oh, no. Guys, we got to shut the stream down. Oh, man. So I think that's where this whole predicament lies. Is there's too many games being remade too early, not enough games needing that you know need to be remade being remade. It's weird. Shake-ups at Square Enix see Dragon Quest's long-standing top producer step down. Change is part of studio's commitment to reverse flagging sales. That's a whole different issue, isn't it? God, I mean, I've talked about that a lot. I mean, those games are always about quantity over quality, right? You know? Like, God, I hate that. I hate it so much. They literally don't, you know, I know you're kind of trolling me into this talk right now, but I got baited a little bit there. Make as much as you can, as often as you can. Don't increase the quality of the game.
A New Vancouver-based.
Exactly. Yeah. Whether it be EA with their sports titles, or Activision with Call of Duty, or you know, I even Game Freak with Pokemon stuff. You know what I mean? What up, True? What's going on? Yeah, Ferret, for sure. Let's see what's going on here with Square Enix, though. The long-serving top producer of legendary RPG series Dragon Quest has stepped down from the role, according to sources that spoke to RPS Maw tribute site Bloomberg. Yu Miyake, who has been involved with numerous Dragon Quest games since he joined Enix in 1989 as marketer on Dragon Quest books, is moving on to head up Square Enix's mobile games. The change comes as part of shakeups at Square Enix under new president and blockchain enjoyer. This is important, guys. I've been pretty outspoken about this, and I've been trying to tell people about this for a while. Blockchain enjoyer Takashi Kiryu, who Bloomberg pointed out has committed to reverse Square Enix's flagging sales of both big releases and mobile titles, possibly so he can profit handsomely enough to construct himself an ARM-mounted Australian Shepherd launcher. So I've been telling people for a while, you need to be worried about what's going on with Square Enix. Square Enix, you know, at the height of, you know, roughly a year and a half to 2 years ago, whenever this whole, all the trending keyword kind of stuff that was happening in the video gaming industry for NFTs and blockchain and Web3 and play to earn and all that stuff. And I was telling everybody, don't buy into this. It's scummy. It's terrible. The crypto economy games, all that crap, dude. I was telling everybody, stay away from it. It's gross. We're not, you know, it's not being developed in a way that's mutually beneficial for us as consumers and you know, gamers. It's just a way for them to try and squeeze more money out of us right now. Square Enix is, you know, most other companies pivoted away from that notion. They saw finally, you know what I mean, that we weren't buying into it. Square is staying steadfast on this front. Square Enix is still producing quality content, but there's a couple of big AAA developers and publishers that I see a likeness in right now, in the fact that they are transforming into what we've seen so many other big developers transform into. And I see a lot of comparisons right now between Square Enix and Capcom. Square Enix and Capcom are both headed down the wrong road. They are no longer companies that care very much, if at all, about what it means to produce things in regards to taking care of us as fans of their products, fans of their universes, and their consumers. They're only worried about how much money they can scam out of us through these products. And that's a huge, huge identifier for a company that is just lost their way as a true video gaming corporation. We've talked a lot about what leads to that kind of thing happening, but I think that what you'll see start taking place before too long is the quality of their products is going to start declining because they don't care anymore. They're only worried about money. And while there will always, I think, be people in these companies that do care, they're being they're not heard anymore. You know, the people that do care about the quality of the products and what it means to create the things that made them so popular in the first place and made them such big companies because of us as the fans of their products, they're not being heard anymore. It's just the business side of things. That's all they could. It's just dollar signs anymore, you know, and it's unfortunate. But we've seen it happen time and time again, and I think Square Enix and Capcom are the next ones that are drowning right now. They're not going to be the same companies that we fell in love with. We're going to see them just turn into the same EA, Blizzard, bullcrap that we've seen happen with these other companies. Man, it's terrible. It sucks, but dude, I've seen it coming for a little while. And this whole stance that Square Enix has with the blockchain, Web3, crypto-based crap, play to earn, it's going to ruin what we know Square Enix to be. So I truly believe that. So, Takashi Kiryu told investors in February that the new structure will help the company rely less on external resources and focus more on in-house AAA games. Without pulling out my woefully misinformed, this really says a lot about the industry graph. I have been thinking recently about what a strange year, both sad and remarkable for otherwise eventful, it's been for JRPGs and the people who make and play them. Lost one of the Dragon Quest key figures and the singular talent that was the artist Akira Toriyama, who also worked on Chrono Trigger last month. Yeah, that felt really bad. Rip Toriyama, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Moriyama, the creator of the Suikoden franchise and the upcoming Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, sadly passed away in February. Work meant a great deal to me growing up. He left us happy in the knowledge that so many fans still held his name, games in high enough regard to make the Eiyuden Kickstarter the smash success it turned out to be. Should be seeing remakes of Suikoden 1 and 2 this year as well. Please play them, providing Konami doesn't pull a Konami on them. Yeah. That's about all we have to take away from this, you know. So, I don't know. It's a scary thing. It sucks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Toriyama, yeah. That's a rip, dude. That's a sad one right there. That sucks for so many of us. You know, I mean, Square's been such a huge part of me for such a long time. I hope I'm wrong, dude. I hope I'm wrong. But it's impossible for me to not take a look at where they're headed and not see the fact that they're just turning into a corporation that is just consumed with greed. That's all this looks like to me. It's I don't know. I do hope I'm wrong, because they're still producing quality content. So is Capcom, though, you know. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. But it's a daunting look, in my opinion. I think that we all need to be prepared for the fact that we've got a couple of the big developers / publishers that we've been fans of their content for quite a long time, that we're seeing the decline of where they're headed, man. I really do feel that way. The Crush House is a wacky reality TV simulator with a dark secret. What is this? Spicy. Devolver Digital. Oh, you know it's going to be good if it's Devolver, dude. I love Devolver. If you think you have a good handle on the kind of games Devolver Digital publishes by now, you're in for a surprise. The company's latest game, The Crush House, is unlike anything you've ever played. Created by Nereal, the award-winning studio behind the Reigns series, and Card Shark, the Crush House, is a first-person reality television simulator in which players are tasked with filming a Big Brother-style show. It's a game about getting the right shots that'll please a demanding audience, playing absurd ads to get money, and just maybe uncovering a dark truth hiding underneath a TV show. How does it all work? To start, players pick 4 castmates to throw together into the titular Crush House. There's a diverse cast of characters to choose from that play on reality TV show tropes, like a lecherous playboy that's sure to bring some sexual tension to the house. Naturally, some personalities will be a good fit with one another, while others will clash, though, of course, a poor pairing could make for some great drama. Yeah, basically, Ferret, yeah. From there, players spend day after day walking around the house with a camera and filming whatever they like. When they hold the camera up, that shot will be broadcast to the audience. It's not enough to get random footage, though. Each day, players have to please different audience segments that are tuning in. Some might want to see reality TV drama, encouraging players to film slap fights by the pool. Other viewers have more specific needs. Film snobs will want to see artsy Dutch angles, while butt guys want to see, well, butts. I like big digital butts, and I cannot lie. Great shots can fulfill multiple requests at once, and a handoff presentation at Game Developers Conference I watched as the cameraman hit multiple tasks at once by voyeuristically. Here you go, dude. Yeah, there you go. There you go, dude. Battle cakes, that's right. Yo, Cappy, what's up? Voyeuristically shooting an argument through a window and getting some butts in frame for good measure. That pleased at least 3 audience members at once, whose support is shown by little emojis that pop up on the screen while filming. That success goes towards building better ratings to keep the show on air, which powers the Crush House's roguelite setup as players try to complete a season of TV. This is wild, dude. I'm not going to read the rest. I'll summarize it. Whether you love trashy reality TV or not, I hate it. I hate trash TV, dude. The Crush House is shaping up to be one of 2024's must-play indies. At the very least, I have to imagine it'll be the game with the highest density of butt jokes released this year. That'll be an accomplishment in its own right. Dude, we got to take a look at this. Hold on. What up, Cappy? How you been? Yeah, get camped, dude. Check this out. Devolver always, dude. I
Sunny,
love Devolver.
Sexy Malibu. The year 2000 is knocking on the door, and the hottest reality TV show this side of the millennium is heating up. A new crop of sassy singles are mingling in the iconic mansion together. But can they get along, or will the crush become a clash?
Jay, what were you doing all night? It doesn't
I don't
matter.
care. Be good.
Move your butt.
Not
The
good that you're
cast are
tired,
coming
but
in,
I'm glad
and
that
you have a
you're
show to make.
overall pretty
Grab the
good. That's
camera
awesome.
And get upstairs.
Dog milk?
Listen, the network loves your
Hot
picks for
dog
the
milk?
season,
What was
but
that? That was
we're still
disgusting.
under pressure, so make sure you capture both drama and romance.
You
Okay,
shake
so
her.
things are already heating up, for better or for worse. So be sure to film anything that's going to keep those ratings popping. The spicier, the better. The fans want those wild moments, so film those big fights, big emotions, and, well, big butts to make everyone happy. And Jay, remember the network's #1 rule. No matter what happens, never speak to the cast. Just stick to the show, focus on your job, and don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Is this
Oh,
cast
weird,
popular
dude.
enough
That's
to go
got
down the
some weirdness
success
happening,
slide,
huh?
Or will they have their hearts crushed into obscurity? Tune in, turn it up, and join the party.
That's
in
right,
the
Ferret.
Crush House.
True crime is different, though. Like, dude, me and my wife, we watch true crime stuff all the time. Yeah, we love it. It's terrible. It's so weird. Like, people are, I think most people enjoy true crime stuff, which is really odd, you know? You're like, you're getting entertained by the fact that, of like, it's always a weird notion to me. You know, the entertainment that a lot of people get out of watching the just absolutely bizarre and incredibly horrific experiences other people have had to endure, you know, in these crime shows and stuff. It's wild. Oh, no, you're not. Dude, most people enjoy the true crime stuff. Me and my wife just are like sponges for it, dude. It's crazy. This game, it looks really funny, actually. I hate trash TV. Trash TV, like the flipping Kardashians or dude, like the whole flipping Got Talent shows or the any of the reality TV bullcrap. Like, I just dude, I can't do it. Just get it away from me. It's so disgusting, man. I hate it so much. I don't know how anybody just gets, I mean, to each their own and whatever, but I just don't understand how people get off on watching just trash TV. Like, it's just, I don't get it. I never have. I've never understood it. Like this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, how much drama can you create for the camera? Like, bro, it's so disgusting for me. I hate it. This actually, you know, even though I don't like that kind of TV, this game looks kind of wild. It looks like it could be funny because I don't think the premise is just this. There's some kind of underlying, like, weirdness happening in the behind the scenes of this entire, like, set here, which I think is what's going to be the real end game. Look at the butt. And look, Devolver's really good. Devolver, they are pretty picky about the kinds of titles that they dive into, you know. And I love Devolver Digital, dude. I really do. Explore the house at night while the show's off air. Break the rules and engage in forbidden conversation with the cast to figure out the dark secrets of the Crush House. Interesting. Look at that butt, dude. Look at that jiggle. That's funny. I'm actually going to wish list it and pay attention to this. I love Devolver, dude. That's funny, man. All right. Amazon announces 12 free Prime games for April. Oh, guys, we got to talk. By the way, I've got it up here at the end. We can't watch Party, the Fallout show, anymore. I'm gonna get to it. So all the plans that we had for watch partying the Fallout TV show in like a week from today have been axed. So Amazon, yeah. So I'll pull it up and show you. I just found out that 3 days ago, Amazon removed the capability, the integration of doing watch parties on Twitch. 3 days ago. So no longer can you do watch parties on Twitch. So our whole plan for watching Fallout together is kind of screwed up. And we'll talk about it in a second. I've got it pulled up to end on here, so we'll talk about it, okay? But the free Prime gaming games for April have been announced. Chivalry 2 on April 4th, Faraway 2 Jungle Escape on April 4th, Black Desert on April 4th, Drawn Trail of Shadows on April 11th, Faraway 3 Arctic Escape on April 11th, Fallout 76 on April 11th. Appropriate because that's when the Fallout show comes out as well. Demon's Tilt on April 11th, Rose Riddle the Fairy Tale Detective Collector's Edition on April 18th, Dexter Stardust Adventures in Outer Space on April 18th, Living Legends Fallen Sky on April 25th, Vlad Circus Descend into Madness on April 25th, and Tiny Robots Recharged on April 25th as well. All right. I can deny what Ferret has put in chat. Can deny that. Yeah. Silent Hill 2 rumor claims the game will appear during May PlayStation event. Fans might not have to wait long for more Silent Hill 2 info. I mean, we're only 2 months away from the summer showcase stuff too, so I figured it wouldn't be long anyways because we know this game's already being rated across the world. So we knew this was kind of coming our way. I really don't expect this game to release until sometime close to spooky season, you know, like October, but it is already being rated, which means it could come out earlier, potentially. Yeah. ESRB rating for the game appeared online a few days ago. They're saying we could see Silent Hill 2 before the end of 2024. I think that's a pretty easy bet there. All they're really talking about. So when's this PlayStation event? Looks like there are rumors of a PlayStation State of Play taking place in May. Usually PlayStation will do a State of Play a little bit before Summer Games Fest. So it could be right at the end of May, maybe even right at the very beginning of June. But usually it's like right at the end of May. That's the way Sony usually plays this. So we could see it there. That would be a pretty safe bet. The other things they're really only talking about here is that PlayStation has already announced they're not going to have really a whole lot of first-party releases moving probably over the next like 3/4 of a year, something like that. The concerns for Silent Hill 2 are things we've already talked about as well. Bloober Team's making the game. Konami's publishing it. Konami owns the rights. Bloober has been outspoken about the fact they weren't thrilled with Konami's release and the way they put together the trailer for the game. And instead of keeping it in-house and discussing those things, Bloober's been very vocal about it. There was criticism about the trailer, stating that the game was too action-based, where the original Silent Hill 2 was not only action, but a lot of psychological kind of scares and stuff like that. And the criticism got a lot of finger-pointing from Bloober, pointing to Konami, going, we gave Konami all kinds of footage. And they're the ones that did this. This is their fault. This is not representative of the game. So there's some discord happening right now between Bloober, the developer, and Konami, the publisher of the game. It's kind of weird. What was the link that got put in up above? I missed something, didn't I? Syke put something in, didn't he? What is this, dog? Which one's you? Sorry, I missed that before. Yeah, the schedule needs to be updated a little bit. It's pretty current, but so what Cappy just pulled up there for us. The 11th and 12th were kind of slated to just be like watch party days for us, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. No, fair. Yeah, thanks for posting that though. As well as in the middle of May, I've got some more time off coming. I've got to get home and see my parents. I don't live close to my family. I live quite a ways away, about 8 or 9 hours actually. Car drive, and I've got to get home. So in May I've got to get home, see the my whole family lives there, stream from their houses. We've talked about that a little bit. I've talked about needing to get like a mobile setup for streaming, and I haven't looked into it enough. I wouldn't necessarily be against it. I don't know that I have enough time to get all that stuff together. Getting a legit mobile setup for streaming and everything too, if you want to just be doing it with, I think it can be kind of pricey too. I need to look into it though. I need to see how much it would take to get that all set up. But I'm not against it. It's just it would be one of those things where it would. Because I do have a life for myself that is also, you know, private family life and stuff. But doing something like going home to see my family, I'd be okay with streaming some of that and everything. I just don't have a setup for it right now. I need to look into it. You know. Well, I mean, we've talked about that kind of thing in the community before, which is why I'm like seriously addressing it. I knew that you were kind of trolling a little bit, but yeah. It's one of those things where it's, you know, I don't like not streaming. But if I'm, you know, what I stream right now is what I like to stream. You know what I mean? I'm not against doing some like some of the real life stuff and everything, but a lot of that's, you know, more like what I like to keep on a personal level and just stay away from the live content and everything, because it's a lot of family stuff, and I try to keep a lot of that stuff separate, you know. That's just the way I like to keep it. But in a situation like this where I do need to go spend about a week with my see my parents and siblings and help parents with, so I'm going to try to make it I've only got one grandparent left, you know. Yeah, that's a big part of it too, Cappy, is like I wouldn't be against doing a little bit of it, but a lot of it, because I don't get to see my family very often or anything either, and so you know, a lot of it will be, even if I was able to stream it, a lot of it would be just, you know, sporadic stuff or whatever, because I would be trying to focus on the family, and I'm trying to stop through on my way back home and see my grandfather. I've only got one grandparent left, and I'm trying to stop through and see him and stuff like that too. So it's weird to take time off. I don't like doing it necessarily, but it's a need sometimes. Like this next week, you know, or starting on the 13th, the stream will be down for about a week, because the family and I are taking a vacation, my wife and the kids, and we haven't done anything like that in a while, so we're gonna go, you know, enjoy ourselves, and then unfortunately the following month I've got to take another week off to just go help out the parents a little bit, see them, and enjoy some time with them, and eat a bunch of you know, good old home cooking, you know what I mean? So dude, I love doing this with you guys. This is my jam. This is my therapy. This is my space, dude. This is what I love to do, and being away from it is weird for me. It really is. I don't ever want to do anything else in my entire life. I just want to be here with you guys. I want to talk about games. I want to play games. You know, this is all I ever care to do for the rest of my life. I love this so much. So it feels weird whenever I have to take time off. But I do appreciate everybody understanding that that is something that I need to do from time to time, you know. And I try to make sure that I make everybody aware with some advanced notice, you know. So we'll see what we can do moving forward with some, like, maybe mobile streaming stuff where if I go hang out at the pool in the summer, you guys can get a nice look at my hibernating dad bod that I've been working on all winter, you know. Things like that, you know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll try to get it figured out. New Xbox Game Pass game has nearly perfect user reviews. What is this? 2 new games for subscribers to check out. As of today, EA Sports PGA Tour is available via the subscription service. Limited to the Game Pass Ultimate subscription. And is an EA Play Edition. That's why. The other new game is Lil Gator. We know Lil Gator. Yeah. Lil Gator game. Yep. You can look at both the trailers for these, but they're on Game Pass now. All right. Oh, yeah. You're fine, Ferret. No worries, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the last thing I have for the morning, and this is kind of what I was talking about. So, like Cappy brought up, what we were planning on doing, and we have been planning this since, like, the beginning of the year. You know, we've had this watch party set here for us to be able to watch the Fallout series releasing on April 11th, right before I go on my vacation. We had planned on doing this as a watch party here in the channel. Well, whenever I was talking about it this morning, I was looking for my watch party button because I haven't done a watch party in a little bit. But usually you have a button as a content creator to start a watch party. And I was like, man, I'm going to have to, like, take the end of a stream and try to start a watch party just as a test to make sure that I'm ready to go for the Fallout watch party, you know. And I was looking for the button this morning. It wasn't there. And I was like, what? Like, that's kind of weird. And so I started looking it up, and then we found this. 3 days ago, Twitch removed the capability for streamers to do watch parties. So our plans for watching Fallout together have been squashed. And one of the things that, before anybody brings this up, one of the things that Ferret brought up was, well, we could still just watch it through Discord together and you could stream that. I cannot do that. So while I can theoretically do that, I would also get wrecked by Amazon. So the way that watch parties worked were you could start a watch party as a content creator, and anybody else that was in the community that had Amazon Prime could also watch because they had Amazon Prime. It was linked to their account. They were verified to have Prime, which meant they had access themselves to Prime Video. So they could watch this on their own if they wanted to, meaning they could sit in your channel and watch it with you because they had access themselves. Anybody that wasn't Amazon Prime subscriber wasn't able to attend and watch, and I had made everybody know, you know, in the community aware of that fact beforehand, you know, quite some time ago. But that's what makes it different about just like streaming something like this through Discord and streaming that, is that anybody that came to the channel would be able to watch, which means I would be streaming licensed content that Amazon owns, and anybody would be able to watch it at that point, which means that I would definitely get DMCA'd for that. And so it feels bad. It sucks. I think that, you know, there's still the potential for people to be able to watch this together in our Discord community. I unfortunately, you know, am going to be streaming my normal schedule for the 11th and 12th before I hit my vacation, and my evenings are going to be totally tied up with getting prepared to leave for my vacation. So I probably won't be able to attend or anything like that. But if people want to try and set that up and get that rolling or whatever in the Discord, then by all means, you know, you do you. And I'll do everything I can to try and help figure that out. And Pinky obviously is our administrator for the Discord. I haven't ever done any kind of watch party stuff through Discord, but I doubt it's too incredibly difficult to get set up. It does suck that we're not able to do this, though. And honestly, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Their excuse was, well, not enough people were utilizing it. And it's like, it was already a mechanic that was part of your platform. And you're saying that not enough people were using it, so it was better to just remove it. It was already there. It wasn't necessarily taking any more resources or anything to just leave it as a part of the platform. You know what I mean? That's weird. But if you haven't been paying attention, Twitch and Amazon has been laying off basically over the past year to year and a half. They've laid off like 2/3 of the Twitch employees. Yeah. It's been pretty brutal. And now they're removing our access to funding corporations that we used to have and things like that on the platform too. I mean, it's not a good look, man. It feels bad. As I've said before, I have a backup plan for us if I need to go to another platform. I don't want to. I've always liked Twitch, but it's been honestly feeling worse and worse and worse the longer that Amazon has owned this platform. It really has. And so I am really sorry. I had no idea this was happening. We had this planned for months and months and months now for us to watch party this together. And I feel terrible about it. I feel terrible about it. I really do. Dude, I was so excited. I was going to get like 4 double cheeseburgers. I was going to wrap them up into a pizza. You know what I mean? I was going to hang out and I was going to eat all kinds of awesome food and just have some cool drinks to hang out and just have us enjoy Fallout together. And I was going to make all you guys really, really hungry with all the food I was going to eat, you know? And and it sucks to have plans like this ruined by Amazon just being buttholes again with the platform that we're on every single day, you know? I just don't understand their thought process behind this. So, seems like yesterday and a lifetime ago, the entire world shut down due to the pandemic. Amidst all the lockdowns, watch parties became a feature on many streaming platforms. Now, one of the most unique takes, Twitch watch parties is shutting down for good. So, during lockdowns, it was a great way to almost feel normal again, even if it never worked as well as sharing a bowl of popcorn with mom and dad. However, Twitch differed from other streaming services' watch parties. It wasn't intended to view movies with people you know, but as a way for streamers to connect with fans over a good movie or show. A Twitch streamer just had to connect to Amazon Prime, pick a Prime Video, and then get streaming. It was a great alternative to watching someone play a game, and in some ways allow the streamers to focus more on chatting with fans, was being the key word, as Twitch watch parties are coming to an end. Have come to an end at this point. Amazon quietly announced the news with a note on its support page for watch parties. The option to start a watch party disappeared on April 2nd. The company says watch party usage declined dramatically, which isn't surprising given the lockdowns lifted long ago. Company says ending the service will allow it to focus resources on other features. I wasn't really going to do that, but you know, you never know. Never say never, you know? Twitch isn't the only company bringing into virtual gatherings. Disney Plus ended Group Watch last September, but you can still find similar features at Hulu and Amazon Prime, though those aren't intended for sharing with the world like Twitch's watch parties were. Yeah, so there it is. It feels terrible. I'm really, really, really sorry, guys. And I was expecting us to have a lot of fun with this, and I'm terribly sorry. I really am. It sucks. So, I would love to see them backtrack on this and bring it back. I like they're like, oh, we can devote resources to something else. They've been firing all their employees. They would just keep pulling resources away. They keep, you know, and they're like, well, you know, we don't have enough money to support all this because you gave too much money to certain high-profile streamers that hasn't paid out for you. You know, bad business decisions. Here we go. Bad business decisions has resulted in firing your employees and then pulling away the mechanics and incorporations and things that have given us content creators more interactability and fun things to do with our communities. Amazon is ruining this platform. It feels terrible. And that's the news. My dudes, happy flipping Friday. I'm hungry. All that talk of breakfast sandwiches. Meetings are no fun. I know, dude. I hated meetings. I used to have to do so many meetings whenever I was managing that IT section I've told you guys about. I used to have to do so many meetings. And most of them, probably about 50 to 65% of those meetings literally didn't even need to happen. They could have just sent me an email. But I'd just sit there in meetings, and it was just asinine. I hated it. You know, some of them were viable, but I'm just not a big fan, you know? Yeah, I been there, dude. You guys rock. Happy Friday. Thanks for the awesome news segment. As always, we're going to go play Dragon's Dogma. Day 11. Is that where we're at? Oh, you're getting promoted to management? Oh, baby. Probably not getting paid enough for what you're going to have to deal with, dog. I'll be honest. I don't know that for a fact. But that's been my experience. Yeah. Yeah. You're just too badass, bro. So, yeah, day 11 of Dragon's Dogma 2 coming up. We're going to have a great time. We're finishing up the Archer vocation, moving into the Magic Archer after that. And we're just going to keep having a fun time playing games and enjoying each other's company, man. Don't forget, we do have a extended downtime for the stream coming up. It'll be basically the 13th of April through roughly the 18th, roundabouts there. I will let everybody know as soon as I'm back, and we're going to start streaming again. As soon as I get back, we're going to start playing No Rest for the Wicked, so that should be fun. A little early access game by the developers of the Ori games, which it's a different genre of game, but still looks very good. Art style's dope, and I'm really excited about it. But I'm still loving Dragon's Dogma 2. There's a lot of gameplay left in this, and we'll be probably running both those games in parallel for a while, stuff like that. But if anybody's been able to hang out today, or maybe you're watching this as a VOD, not all that familiar with what we do, we always start out with video gaming news every day. We're live 6 days a week, every day but Wednesday, beginning at roughly 6 a.m. CST, CDT, that's 7 a.m. Eastern Time or 4 a.m. Pacific, trying to stay current with what's happening in the industry all the time, as well as just promoting a healthier industry for all of us as gaming enthusiasts and the consumers of these products. Other than that, or after that, I guess, after the news, like we're about to do right now, we move on and play games for the rest of the day. And we have an awesome community here. Amazing peoples, dude. Just creating legitimate, awesome relationships, friendships, lifting each other up, supporting each other, and having a good time, spreading good vibes, being void of negativity, toxicity, and just trying to always cultivate and promote a welcoming atmosphere and inclusive atmosphere for anybody that wants to be a part of what we do, man. So if you dig video games and you dig a nice, cool environment and community, then come be a part of what we do. We're always looking for more people to spread the good vibes and grow this awesome community that we already have. So if you can dig that, come down and be a part of this whenever we are live, and we'd be more than welcome to have you come be a part of it. Yeah. So other than that, man, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. Happy Friday, guys. We're going to get ready to go prepare to play some Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm going to run us an outro, but I'm not going anywhere. As soon as it's over, we will start getting ready to play games. Cool? Big love, yo. Be right back.